All right. Here we are again. Welcome back to the Lion Cam saga. Pretty fun. We had a visit last night and good stuff. Got a headshot and that was kind of the goal. But a weird thing happened I want to talk you through because the quest is not over for the perfect shot. But I'll show you right now as I'm talking the shot that I got. This is heavily cropped because the lion came through really far over on the side of the frame, which it's never done before. Side note, someone called me out in the comments on my last video for calling this mountain lion a lion and calling my video the Lion Cam video, because clearly I'm an idiot for not knowing that this is not an African lion. So sorry, it's a mountain lion. A lot of people call mountain lions lions because mountain lions are lions, I think. But if that's just too much, you don't have to watch this one because I'm going to call it the same thing. A lot of people call them a lot of different things. The mountain lion, fascinatingly enough, is known by more names than any other critter out there. You probably knew that if you were watching this, but puma, panther, cougar, catamount, I've heard that one. There's a lot, but it's a lion. So we're calling it a lion. Anyway, here's what it did. I'm gonna flip the camera around. Okay, so this is the spot. That's the scrape site right up there, right under that tree. And I have 6 videos of this thing coming through my camera trap area, right? So right now, the camera is right there, right? Right there. And on the 6 previous videos, it was coming through at about this angle, right here, like next to this tree in a path right here. Well, there was a bunch of frozen ice and snow and stuff that's kind of melted out. And that's kind of gone. So I think that might have affected it a little bit, but this one random time, so I'm focused right over here, knowing that it's kind of right here. And he showed up like way over, rubbing against these little evergreens on this tree here, way over here. So I think maybe looking at the pictures that it came from this way, kind of like it had done the first couple times I got it on trail cameras, and kind of swung by here and hung on this side of everything, going this way, instead of coming from straight back here where it had been going kind of right along there. But I got 4 shots of it, all cropped out of the left side of the frame. So I had to get kind of creative and crop it in really tight to salvage the picture. But I got the face, which is sweet, fun portrait. But I'm gonna keep at it, keep it set up here, keep the batteries fresh, and maybe widen the crop out a little bit. Tough call, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna look at the camera now and make a couple of adjustments. By the way, my trigger that I've got right here that I just put on the ground, I was worried about the squirrels messing with it. I've been getting squirrels, but nobody has touched it, hasn't moved. Still functioning perfectly, so we're gonna keep it like that. I've been checking it every time I come down here and it hasn't been moved at all. The cell cam picked the cat up coming through, and I haven't actually looked at the video until just now. But take a look at this. It actually comes up to the camera and gives it a sniff for the first time. It's walked by this camera a lot in 2 different locations now, and it's never even so much as batted an eye. But it's almost like it's going, that thing is not where it used to be, and kind of cautiously approaches and checks it out, which is pretty fascinating. I'm hoping that means that it's going to come back by and be comfortable with it in that spot at this point. I'm sure that's why it was making like total eye contact with the camera in that photo, because it was checking that camera box out. It was going, what is that thing? And kind of coming through a little more cautiously. So I'm going to leave the camera here for sure. I'm going to adjust the frame that is picking up to try to compensate for that path being a little wider than it was before. But I think that might be a good thing. I've had a lot of people comment on Facebook and stuff saying, you know, the cat smells you on all your stuff, and that's why it keeps coming back, because it's hunting you. You know, no, probably not. They're not known for being smell hunters. They don't use their sense of smell to pursue prey. They use their eyeballs and their ears. They have incredible vision and really, really incredible hearing, and their sense of smell isn't as good. It's way better than ours, but it's not a major tool for them as they hunt. So it's not like walking by going, there's human around here, I'm gonna find it. You know, it uses it as to inspect something, but it's not hunting me. Pretty cool that it came and smelled my camera. So I hadn't touched that camera in 5 days or so at that point. So not sure if it actually smelled much of me on there or not, but I kind of stink, so maybe it did. On that note too, not on the note of me stinking, but on the note of animal behavior. It's funny how everyone is an expert on mountain lions, and I've been called out in comments and stuff here and on Facebook and things for being this like expert that doesn't know what he's talking about. He thinks he knows everything, but he doesn't. People are lame. I get it. I'm not going to let that bother me, but it's true that if you want to be a wildlife photographer, you better learn a little bit about the behavior of the animal that you're trying to get close to, especially if it's an animal like a mountain lion that doesn't want you to get close to it, right? You have to start by reading some books, and you better start by learning how these animals behave and how they hunt, what they do, where to find them, and all those things. So that's all I've done is I've read some books. I've obsessed about them as much as a lot of people. You know, I think they're amazing. I've taken that maybe a step further and really looked into some research on how they behave and what they do. So that's all I'm regurgitating. I'm not pretending to be some, you know, predator biologist. I'm just a guy with a passion for these kinds of things. So for whatever that's worth, you know, people can keep calling me out, but you know, show me your mountain lion pictures and we'll talk, right? All good. Another thing that people like to speculate about is the cat's health and whether it's a male or a female. And I mean, everybody knows when you post a picture of a mountain lion on Facebook, everybody knows that it's a female, that it's pregnant, or that it's a male and that it's emaciated and starving and too thin. On that note, every mountain lion I've ever put on Facebook, on every trail camera shot I've ever gotten, there have been several comments about how thin it is. That's because they're thin, right? They're lean critters. They don't get fat. They don't get overweight. This cat walked by my trail camera 5 days ago with a belly that was like swaying from side to side, stuffed with meat because it probably just made a kill somewhere. They can eat up to 30 pounds, I read, 20 to 30 pounds of meat in a sitting. And then 5 days later, it comes by and takes this picture that I just got. And people are saying on the comments for that picture, it's starving. This cat is not healthy. Well, it's probably doing just fine. If you could eat 30 pounds of meat and look like that 5 days later, you'd be living the life. You know you're jealous. So I think it's doing just fine. And I think it's a male for a few reasons. I've had a few people smarter than me chime in on comments where I've gotten plenty of pictures of this guy's backside at this point. A couple people have come in and said, I can see what looks to be boy parts. I also had it step in front of a trail camera one time, and it revealed this like dark patch of fur kind of down there between the legs, and males have that, and females, I guess, usually do not have that. So there's that. I think it's a male because of that. I've also measured it based on objects in trail camera pictures. I've been getting the same cat on my cameras for a long time, And I've measured it a few different ways on a few different things, and I think it's in male size range. They're bigger. Females are a little bit smaller. This is a pretty good size cat as far as mountain lions go, just from what I've read. Also, I've been getting it for several years, and I've never seen another cat with it. I've never seen a kitten or a yearling, and the yearlings hang out with mom for a year and a half. So if this was a female, and I've been getting it for, say, 5 or 6 years on cameras coming through my property, you can't tell me it was a female and in 5 years it's never had a kitten, and it's never had a male chasing it around. That's not how they work. So I'm pretty sure for those reasons that it is a male. Next time I post it, everyone will be talking about she's beautiful and she's so skinny, but what are you gonna do, right? Everybody knows. So there you go, that's my 2 cents. I have another trail cam right there on that tree, right? And this last pass through, it didn't go by there, didn't pick it up. So I'm pretty sure it smelled the camera and went this way, probably around behind and on up the canyon, sort of that way. But we are gonna ride it out. I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna take this frame. So right now the camera is like that, right? And the mountain lion showed up like way over here. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of that just to try to get the rest of them if it comes through that side. But other than that, I'm not gonna change anything. Maybe we'll get it again tonight or tomorrow. The last few times it's come by, it's been a couple days in a row and then gone for 5 or 6 days. So that's been the pattern. The snow is melting quick. It's been warm, so it may get further up in the mountains and stay away for longer this time, but we shall see. We'll ride it out. All right, have fun. This photo, by the way, is available for print on my website. That's my side gig, is selling photos, and I'll put a link in the description. I haven't really ever plugged that on YouTube, but if you're curious, want to poke around the website, see this picture a little closer and a few others, check it out.